Greetings, everyone. Welcome. This is Dragon's Dogma Part 2. If you're here, most likely you've seen the first video. If not, feel free to reach back out to that. And thanks for watching. So we just got done choosing our class. We'll be heading out and adventuring around. This game really rewards you heavily for searching around.
You should be abed. I wish I worry for you, cuz.
Defeating foes and completing quests earns you experience, and each level gained raises all of your attributes. Press escape to bring up the pause menu where you can check attributes and a full map, quest information, and more. So the map's really nice in this one, kind of gives you a view of what's going on here. The one thing that's not apparent is side quests and stuff like that. You definitely have to go around and explore yourself in order to find chests, side quests, people, and we'll see that as we go around. We'll see more images above people's head and stuff. There'll be question marks, different colors, so we'll have like red, green, yellow. They'll all have a different meaning that we'll go through. Progress through the game by completing quests. Always talk to the people you meet. Surely ought for you to do. Oh, you can see there's here. So green icons have new quests. Some items you can combine together. So there's a crafting element with this. Sometimes it yields nothing or trash, but sometimes you'll get some good items by mixing things together. You can always come back here and go to history. They'll always have the information here for you. Just recent, controls, combat, exploration. It's got all the different items for you here. So that way if you ever forget anything or are wondering what a symbol means or something, you can always come back here. So as we can see here, here's one of those green question marks. So this is a quest available.
Dressings for the wounded, cuz I need a favor. Can you fetch the flowers I need from outside the village? I need more of the one you see there. And one other sort beside. The more you can find, the better.
Available quest changes as you progress. Additionally, you can always consult quests in the pause menu for your current objective. People with red icons have information relevant to your quest. If you have several quests, you can set priority in the pause menu. Doing so will make relevant things appear. So here we can mark that. And now if we look at our map, you can't really see on this one because it doesn't have a specific marker, but some of the quests will have a specific marker, specific person to visit, and such like that. That'll make the quest a lot easier. Over here's the inn in Casardis. So he has quests.
Need to has you picking flowers for her. Pray, just the monsters grow bolder by night. I do not fancy the thought of you going off on your own. But I trust in your judgment. If you come by the inn, you can always rest until the hour you wish to set out. What can I do you for?
Yeah, so this is really important for
Take your time.
some items are only available at night, some are only available at day. Here's a quest board. So here's the notice board for Granzas. It advertises quests, errands, and favors. Different cities have different ones. Also different. There's a guild that has different quests and stuff like that. So as you can see here, Goblin Raid, 500 gold, 500 experience, defeat 10 goblins, 1500 gold is your reward. Mice and rabbits. There's a few different options of quests there, and you can always switch at any time between any of these. So you just click through and you can hit enter, and that'll switch it to set it as a priority. For now, we're gonna keep looking across town. Here you can buy items.
I only wish I had more.
So this one gives you much more of the curatives. It gives you tools. The airtight flask is really nice because you can use this with your berries and fruit and meat that go bad, and you can make sure it's preserved. That way it doesn't go bad. You get different arrows and such, materials, different weapons. There's a lot of stuff going on here, so you just gotta kind of
Welcome here.
visit around, and the farther you get. So yeah, you can raise your affinity with people by giving them items or completing quests they ask of you. Performing actions they dislike will increase affinity. So be very careful, because you don't have a friendly fire on. When you attack people, you hit them. So even when you're fighting enemies, sometimes a friendly will walk in their way, and if you hit them, it causes damage, and then they get mad at you, and you can end up in jail because a guardsman can get you and put you in jail.
Up to your own. We own the faith can keep their prophecies. You look well, child.
So this is Aeola's different items and stuff here. Tools, hemp. So you can go to various different places and get different things. There's also peddlers you'll find on the road. So keeping an eye out and looking around is very important. The map doesn't show quests and people like it does in some other games where you'll have a notification pop up or symbol on the map. You have to go around and look yourself, which forces you to really adventure around and enjoy the game just by playing and exploring. Obviously you can destroy some of these crates and items. They'll sometimes drop loot, sometimes not drop anything. Here's the church in Casardus. Village chapel. So, like the stack of books here, you can see you can gather. So, there's stuff like that around where it's rubble, broken armor. You can gather near those spots and get random item drops.
Tis selfish to be favored in such times, I know, but there is aught I would ask your help in. Might we speak a moment? My thanks. Tis a sensitive matter. I would ask your discretion. In the wake of the dragon's coming, many of the villagers have come. As a novice and a newcomer, I welcome a chance to be of use, but my scriptures are missing. I have yet to commit the verses to memory. Without the text, I cannot offer up a proper prayer. The scriptures were secure in the chapel last I saw them. I do not wish to believe them stolen. If you come upon them, pray see them back to me. I would be ever in your debt.
So, let's go to this quest. So, Lost Faith. Set that. if we look at our map, you can see right here a mark popped up on the map, so you can tell where the quest location is. Done this one a couple times, so this one I know where it runs. You can see he's got information here.
I confess it. I took the father's book from the chapel. I tried to go back and find the book, but I was in such a panic as I ran. I just wanted to look at it. Just curious is all. Forgive me. I cannot remember where I lost it. I thought to steal a glance and then return it, but the dragon, I dropped it as I ran. Cor, what am I to say to him now?
So, right here is the scriptures. It was on the roof here. Oh. Got lucky there for fall damage, but fall damage has killed me more often in this game than I'd like to admit. It's very dangerous. While in town, you do have infinite stamina, the orange bar at the bottom, which is really nice when running around trying to explore things. Outside, you have to be much more careful about it.
What I can help you with?
I am, but now, just as others have come to rely, I cannot think the scriptures far gone.
So, return the scriptures.
The scriptures! You found... I cannot thank you enough. Truly, now I can once more offer proper... But I have dallied long enough. There is work for me to do.
So, level 2. Let's see. Grab another quest. So, looking at this quest, you can see right there is the information spot. So, we'll head right to there. Doing these quests here, a couple of these quests will disappear if you get too far in the story. So, try and do a lot of the quests right away, a lot of these side quests just to kind of get the full experience of the game. You can feel free to move on and not do these side quests, but they help a lot with leveling and just kind of fleshing out the world itself.
What? Cortez is found? I see. Elvar has suffered in this as well. Cortez made his choice. He faced his end with valor and died a man. Elvar bears no fault in that. He has no cause to blame himself. My thanks, good Fisher. I am sorry this burden fell upon you. I shall go and put Elvar at ease.
I thank you, cousin. Cortez did not trade his life for mine, so I could wallow in idle self-pity. I live the best I am able, for his sake.
So we'll switch to forward delivery. The rest of these can kind of happen as is for now. It's just like quests. When you go out of town, there's a bunch of rabbits that show up, and you can have a... This one's a 5 quester, or 5 slay rabbits. You can have 45 and a bunch of different values.
That man you are speaking with, he's of the Pawn Legion. They come from some unknown place. They are a strange lot. Not human, quite. They look the part, sure enough, but they lack the will. the spark what drives us. They have no capacity to feel nor act alone, so they live as sellswords. Myrmidons, they're called. There's an encampment west of the village where men gather to face the dragon. I'd wager a fair number of his kind will be there as well. Why don't you take him? Might be you learn aught of why he came to you in the first place.
Before leaving, visit the store to make sure you've ample supplies.
So now we'll head out and make for the encampment.
To the encampment. This path should see us there.
So there is an autosave feature. In general, the autosave feature is pretty good, but just to be safe, saving manually is always a good option.
Goblin! Goblins ill like...
So for primary skills, I got Scarlet Kiss, which is that slashing, and for secondary skills, my bow skills, I've got threefold arrow, which shoots 3 arrows altogether. Sunbright flowers, these are those flowers that you want to get right away for that floral delivery quest. You'll find them out during the daytime.
Did it!
Materials are obviously very important, so make sure you're picking up drops from the monsters and stuff. You do have to be a little careful. You can see here we're at 8.79, very light, so don't really have to worry about it. But this, when you're grabbing multiple items from enemies, multiple materials and everything like that, this can get really heavy really fast, so you'll want to make sure that you're always dropping off your items at the inn and using the berries so they don't go bad and stuff like that, to make sure you're really getting full use out of your items. Obviously you can gather here at the mushrooms. And the pawns that are with you, like Rook here, the pawn given to you right away, will pick up items as well. So you'll be able to reach into their inventory and grab items from there as well, and use that. And like here, you have to be very careful not to accidentally hit him. I think in this instance he doesn't take damage, but if you hit other individuals along the way, you will take damage. Or you won't take damage, but they will get mad at you.
Most like to find what we seek here.
So peddlers have rare items more than the stationary shops. So make sure when you see someone peddling around to reach out to them. And then they'll generally have backpacks or something on, so you'll be able to tell the difference between them and regular pawns. Because as we get later in the game, you'll see pawns that are actually spawning out in the area. So you'll see it'll randomly generate pawns from that are being used that are around your level. Actually, I think they're exactly your level, not just around your level. So we're still a couple Sunbrights short. A couple Goblins short. But so far doing okay. So this right here is the encampment. As you can see, I'm already level 4. We will try and find another Sunbright flower quick. Doesn't look like it's... Yeah, we'll go into the encampment. So, as you can see, the orange bar there, obviously, energy bar, skill ability bar. So, be careful about sprinting everywhere. Training ground, so another notice board. This is specifically for the training ground encampment.
What purpose do you suppose this place holds?
So 45 undead warriors, probably not going to happen yet. Phantasms out and about, seabirds out and about. Call the Arisen, we'll mark that one. Rat catchers from before, reclaim their order. So we'll follow the marker and go and figure out the call of the Arisen here. So this right here. You can see this is another pawn that's out and about. This is Gale.
I fear we cannot yet join the
So pawn can't join us yet. But you can see there's pawns around here that are generated from a list of online. Let's double check settings, make sure I'm still in online mode. Yep, I'm online. Yep. So there's another pawn here. If you've forgotten where you are, chronicle from the pause menu. Here's our complete quest, current quest, the history. We can go to adventure log, see various different information, pawns used, combats, status. We can see our status. We can also see Rook, the pawn status. Just get more information there.
Have all you need? We are an end first and foremost. We can safeguard your people. Have your pick. Any you. What will it be today?
So now that we've leveled up some, you can see we have discipline points here. Discipline points are for the vocation you're currently using. The vocation can level up by killing enemies and can also be leveled up by leveling up. You gain the discipline points. You can use it to get skills or core skills, which is a dagger skill, so it's across all classes that use a dagger. Augments, secret augments, and various different information for
What will
you.
it be today? Have your pick. Any you. Come again soon.
And once you learn a skill, then you gotta set it as a core skill and enable it. Okay. So just heading out here, we'll start the next quest. So run out to the other gate here. Journey sends swiftly for the unprepared. So right here we got the Cyclops and goblins. Stamina's running low.
Their kind hates ice and fire both.
Yeah, so you can give items to your pawns to use at their for themselves. So if you want to make sure that they don't die, you can give them healing items and they'll use it on themselves. The white bar obviously can be healed up using a healing spell. I ran out of stamina there, so you can see that it makes me unable to move for a moment. So using your powerful abilities and being able to time it out and understand that is a key concept to this game. You can also climb the enemies, and by climbing the enemies you can crawl up on top of them, stab in the eye, stuff like that, get more of the weak points. Alright, now that I'm grabbed, I can hit 80 really fast to get out. Also, doing enough damage with your pawn will allow them to free you as well. Even though I'm grabbing onto it, I can still use healing items. But as you can see there, it can get very dangerous very quickly, going from full health to low health, so having the right party with you helps a lot.
That. Let us return to the
E-stake. Oh, you gotta step in here to get the healing. Healing effect, obviously already healed up, so it doesn't do anything for me. Make sure after each of these fights you go around and pick up the items from the enemies. Then we'll head back into the encampment. Double check our quests. Oh, spiders. Still missing 2 of those flowers, but we'll see if we can get them. Treat others well, and they shall treat you in kind. After accepting a quest, make sure you check your items. You can't
Shall we search the area?
get any farther in one quest, then why not try another? Sometimes quests are connected. So we're gonna go here. We're gonna manage stored items. We're gonna deposit the tools. Deposit some of these tools here. Just lighten up our load a little bit. Materials are the combinable options. You can use these to upgrade weapons. It can be also used to create new things, so it can be very important. Special items, might as well store that. As you go, you'll learn a lot more about what items you can combine and stuff like that. Scry of the Beast, so you can see here it's time sensitive, so it will go bad. The Mithridate, the Greenwarish don't go bad, but the Beefsteak also goes bad, so using it to eat to restore stamina is really a good use of it, but just you can save that with that airtight flask.
What will it be today?
As you see here, Rook also grabs some items, so going through materials and depositing his materials as well is important.
Have your pick, any you like. Come again soon.
So we'll go back here. Nights need not be long. Set the look of your pawn throughout your journey as Arisen, your main pawn. So this is a pawn that'll always be with you, so it helps you out, and it's very important to work with them and create a good pawn to help you out in your journey. You're able to have your main pawn plus 2 other pawns in your group at a time, so there's 4 people that can be in a group at once. Overall, I would very much recommend taking care of your pawn and working with them. There are some secrets, so definitely worthwhile to take care of your pawn. Actually gonna make a very short pawn. No, not Wally or anything, but short pawn because I have a short wife, so it's kind of fun to include her in the adventure. Where was it? There we go. So, when faced with danger, which trait would you most value? We were gonna say an iron will. Strategy, kill all, rescue, rescue. Leave them to me. Oh, didn't manage to click through that last one so fast. So, you get the same options right now as you did for starting class. Once you get to level 10 and make it to Grand Soren the next town, you'll have more options. The hybrid classes are only available for the Arisen, but you'll still have a bunch of other options for your main pawn as well now. Having been recognized as Arisen, you have been granted a loyal pawn to be your constant companion in your journey. In addition to this main pawn, you may hire 2 other pawns to support you in your adventures. Different pawns have different strengths, so use your support pawns to tailor your party to fit your current needs. In addition to minding level and available skills, a pawn's knowledge is another important part of creating an effective party. Pawns with appropriate knowledge of quests or foes can provide helpful advice and battle strategies. So if a pawn has already been through certain quest lines and stuff like that, you're able to actually use that knowledge to help you out. So going here allows you to seek pawns. You can hire 2 at a time. So search. What we're going to do is look at the friends list. Right now, no friends have pawns that are listed, so we have to wait. I have some friends that are playing this game a little bit, but it looks like there is a certain waiting period before a pawn becomes available, so they got to get a certain way into the game or just get a certain timeline to make sure it's not a corrupted pawn or cheat pawn or something like that. So we already have a mage here. My pawn right now is a mage, so we'll take a fighter.
Yes, Arisen?
So we'll enlist you,
I am honored to travel with you.
and then you can see a history of pawns. So Rook is an awesome pawn, great start, but since my other pawn's already a mage, I'm going to switch him out for Hot Zelda. So this will give me 2 physical. Wait a second. So I'm a strider, so I'm a physical. No, we're gonna keep Rook. So we're gonna have physical. I have physical. Linus is physical here. Rook is magic, and then my pawn is magic. So it should be about a 50-50 split right now for pawns, which will be pretty good. Keeping the party balanced and keeping close range as well as long range available, having some tanks, it's all very good.
That is a skill I can help with that.
So that's where we'll leave off for now. I'm trying to keep these videos at least reasonably short so it's easier to watch at one time. I don't want them too long, but I want to thank you all for watching, and hopefully you're enjoying it as much as I am, and you can leave some comments, or if you've got a pawn that you want shown off, I'll try and find a way to search it and find it so that we can show everyone what your pawns look like and what you decide to bring through. Have a good one. That's all for now.